Can I ask you on another note? We've had the Privileges Committee saying today they believe Boris Johnson may have misled Parliament around what he said regarding Partygate. What's your reaction to their findings that breaches of those rules would have been obvious to Boris Johnson and that he might have actually misled the Commons multiple times?
I think the evidence of wrongdoing by Boris Johnson is already pretty damning. I think it's important to bear in mind that Rishi Sunak at the time was obviously very close to all of this and sat on his hands. And I think first and foremost of the families, not just those that lost loved ones, but also all the other families who were obeying the rules, changing their lives, whilst those in government were not even following their own rules. And I think that, having been sitting on his hands through that, Rishi Sunak, who also of course got fined in this process, is under a very heavy obligation now to ensure that we move forward as fast as we can with the COVID inquiry and he absolutely acts on any recommendations that come in the interim.
Well, you'll be aware that Boris Johnson has said it's surreal and concerning that the committee would rely on evidence from somebody that you're about to appoint your Chief of Staff.
I'm delighted that respected professional individuals want to be part of what we're doing in the Labour Party. We're a changed Labour Party. I'm very well aware we've got to earn every vote going into the election, but we won't be forgiven if we're not prepared for government. We're going to inherit a very badly damaged country, damaged economy, damaged public services. I want to ensure that we're in a position to deliver for the whole of the United Kingdom, and that's why I'm so pleased that people of real quality, really respected, delighted to want to join the Labour team.
Has your decision to employ Sue Gray undermined the Privileges Committee now and their findings?
I think Boris Johnson needs to confront the evidence that's there in front of him, and everybody can see that evidence. Rishi Sunak needs to acknowledge that he actually sat on his hands through this process. I, for my part, was very clear that for the sake of everybody who's obeying the rules, we need to hold the government to account for what they were doing at the time. But as we look forward, I hope we can change from this failure of the last 13 years to an incoming Labour government. And in that, I'm delighted that really strong, professional, respected individuals are now wanting to be part of that future.
Well, can I just ask you, on Sue Gray, how long have those conversations about her joining Labour been taking place?
I think it's been known for some time that I've been looking for a Chief of Staff, and I'm very focused on what it is I need from a Chief of Staff. I'm conscious that we will inherit a really damaged economy,
how long have you been talking? Is there a specific time frame?
Well, look, people know I've been looking for a Chief of Staff for some time now, but look, I'm very focused on what it is we want going forward, and that is to change the country, the damaged country that we've inherited, prepare ourselves for government whilst acknowledging that we've got to earn every vote.